And I want to touch on our big rumor out there. You heard Mitch and I talk for a long Sportradar. So Bloomberg is reporting that Horizon Acquisition Corp 2, that's ticker HZON, to bring Sportradar public. So this is the SPAC from Todd Boehly, who owns the Los Angeles Dodgers, and DraftKings founder Jason Robbins. Sportradar provides data to sports betting companies. Investors in Sportradar include the NFL, Michael Jordan, and Mark Cuban. They have an exclusive deal with the NFL. They also have deals with MLB, NBA, NHL, and the Tennis Federation. Last year they actually they had relationships with all four of the major sports, right? So MLB, NBA, NFL, and NHL. That's a big deal as they provide that data to the sports betting companies. That deal with the NFL was an exclusive deal, and that is set to expire this year, which could be a key point, with getting this SPAC done and the valuation. Because if you're an investor and you want to take Sportradar public, you want to know what's going on with that NFL deal. So the NFL invested in Sportradar in 2015 and 2019. So they do own a stake. So there is some incentive there to, help the growth of this company. So we will see what the NFL does. And then Revolution Growth is also a backer of Sportradar, and that is from the team that is Ted Leonsis, who owns NBA and NHL teams. So here you have a company going public, possibly with a SPAC, and both have interest from sports owners and then also have ties to DraftKings. The thing that I'm watching is, what does this mean for Genius Sports, which is going public with DMYD? How does the valuation play into that? And then all Sports has a relationship with DraftKings. How does that go in the future with this SPAC possibly taking a rival public that has relationships with DraftKings? So a couple things to watch there. Also, remember, HZON is just a rumor at this point. Shares were up this morning about 20%. I was a little surprised actually that this thing was not up more, but again, with the market we're seeing, it shouldn't be too surprised. I'm showing 1189 up 18% right now. But, this is one I'm looking at, right? Because if they get this deal done, Sportradar is one of the companies I've wanted to be in for a long time. Again, they have that duopoly with Genius Sports, but it looks like, Sportradar relationships with MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL, and key relationships with lots of sports team owners and possibly DraftKings now, which could be some differentiating factors. So let's dive into Sportradar. What do you think? I know HZON wasn't really on our radar, but with that relationship with the DraftKings founder and the owner of the Dodgers, maybe we should have seen this one coming. But what do you think with Sportradar and kind of the comparison with Genius Sports here?
Why, oh, why, oh, why? That's how I woke up this morning, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest, guys. I thought I had this one. And you got to be quicker than that, they say. Definitely, I thought it was gonna be SEAH. I even had a little bit of BHSE. I had a couple of them that I had on watch also, but hey, that's how it happens, guys, and that's what it's about in the SPAC game, and that's why I diversify, and you don't put all your eggs in one basket. So hey, I'll look at my other plays, and I'll just sit back on these, and maybe get some lower risk if I could get it a little bit lower today. Downsize my risk. That doesn't seem too bad. I still have some cash in the portfolio, so really trying to measure in here if this is really going to be the best time. But we got to pay attention to all SPACs right now because we are finding a little bit of a troubled time in a troubled area. So this is when you have to really start measuring in and also keeping the risk in mind, because if you're not keeping the risk in mind, then you can get caught in the market right now.